Ed, let me bring you into the conversation. What difference does it make for Intel now?
Yeah, to refactor means basically, in layman's terms, to modernize and improve the chip manufacturing process. And so that is Intel's pitch, that they would come in with the knowledge and expertise of having scaled output across various nodes. The difficulty is that right now there is a lot of unknown about the Terafab project. It's not reflected in Tesla's full-year capital expenditures forecast, for example. And their goal of 1 terawatt of compute capacity is basically many factors greater than all of the current global capacity from TSMC and Samsung for lead-edge nodes, lead-edge manufacturing of AI chips. And so there is a great question mark of how they'll do it. But like analysts have estimated, you're talking over an aggregate period of like trillions of dollars of spending to get to that scale in the end. So if this was something that we were chasing, and it's interesting that Intel notes in its post, Intel, that Elon Musk visited with them over the weekend in Santa Clara. Very interesting indeed.
Ed, you know, Intel has obviously sold a stake, or President Trump in the United States have bought a stake there. So they're, you know, in bed together. I'm never sure about Elon Musk, but at least at one point he was very deeply in bed with President Trump. Is this whole sort of clique going to help Intel recover from its incredible fall to get back to what it once was?
Well, no, because if you think about the pathway of an AI chip through a fab, it goes through many processes and touches many hands, many machines. And those machines come from Lam, KLA, Applied Materials, and ASML ultimately when it comes to lithography. Intel may well help the Terafab project, which is a JV between Tesla, SpaceX, and xAI, with the planning, right, the structure of this project. But the spending is going to be on others. It's going to be on the chip equipment makers, not necessarily on Intel. And Intel's story to date, very simply, is that it has not been able to scale or find customers other than itself for its lead-edge processes. There isn't any evidence that its next-generation nodes have high-volume throughput yet. And so that's not immediately clear that they'll be able to translate what they will say as expertise and experience to Elon Musk's project anyway.